There we go. Ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
He is a mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service. And we'll go back to...
Zenless Zone Zero, where, well, we'll be doing another live post-commentary on one of the previous events that happened in this game. And this time, just give me a second to close the game off, because, well, it's already open and hidden behind, and yeah, I did get it to work. I did get OBS to play nice with VLC player. Apparently the one thing that had to be changed was the capture methods. Let me double check what it's called. Let's see. Properties. Yeah, capture methods. Apparently the default for window capture is bit.blt, which is for Windows 7 and up, but there's another one that is, well, specifically for Windows 10, apparently. Okay. But yeah, this time we're covering, well, you can see it over there, the Ghost Ship Adventure event, as well as one that happened afterwards that isn't in here. But that one is a whole lot shorter, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I did not mean to... There we... Okay, accidentally opened up the properties on the source again.
Oh dear. Well, today's stream will be probably even shorter than yesterday's.
Yeah, because this one in about total is about an hour of footage. But of course, they'll probably have a half an hour of our commentary added on top of that. So, yeah, let's get started. Alice's recipe for a spooky tale. A ship, a treasure chest, and a heart found within the gifts. Alright, yeah, this is the Spook Shack Bamboo that got added as well. Master will be here soon. True to her punctual nature, Alice showed up quickly. All buried. Should I double check? But what if I end up leaving a trace? Is it because it's almost time? My heart's beating a little fast. Oh, deep breath, Alice. You're not nervous. Not at all. Almost time for what?
Oh dear.
Ah, you scared me. Oh, Belle, it's just you. Thank goodness. Phew. I thought User has showed up early. You appeared without a sound, and my heart almost skipped a beat. User's always sneaking around like that, so I thought it had to be her. I meant no blame at all. It's just that I've been a bit on edge lately. I must do better and not let every little thing affect me in ways that could bring shame to the family name. You seem more easily startled than just recently. It's not that bad. Being easily startled might just be a part of a rabbit tyrant's nature. I've tried to train my reflexes, but progress has been minimal. Anyway, let's put that aside. For now, I've got a more pressing matter to attend to. Wait, if you could join this plan, we'd have an equal number of people on both sides. Yes, that'll make everything feel way more natural. What plan? Okay. What are you trying to do? It's a bit complicated. Let me think how to explain. Oh, have you seen that post on the internet, the one about the ghost ship? It tells the story of a greedy captain and his treasure. Again, just whenever you want me to pause, just say just say so. Let's see.
Oh, I will let you know.
Nope, I haven't followed that. Oh yeah? Then I'll just cut to the chase. If you want more details, you can check internet later. The post was about a ghost ship. Legend has it that its master was a one-eyed, one-legged captain who killed his entire crew just to keep the treasure for himself. In the end, he sank beneath the waves along with all the treasures on board.
Boss.
Hmm?
I think it's really obvious why the ship sank and all. You need a crew.
Yeah.
To keep everything in order. Like, yes, the captain is important, but so is the crew. Like, yeah, is it like removing not just one cog of the machine, but too many? Like, of course, it's not gonna work.
It's like pulling out every component of a car's engine except for the drive shaft. It's not going to function without all the rest.
Yeah, like, sure, you could rely on the wind, but it's gonna be more dangerous, and you may not be able to keep everything in order with the whole raising the sail, loading sail, and
Yeah.
depending also if it's a more modern ship. Sure, you may have some more machines to deal with a lot of things, but you still need people to be here and there to act fast. So you can call them, go there, fix that, and all that. And one person cannot be everywhere at once as well. So
Okay, now I'm
yeah,
thinking of how much you could automate like an old sail ship with hydraulics and such to see just how few people you would need to potentially sail one of those around.
yeah, but still, we need people around for when it doesn't work and all that.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. However, one day that ship mysteriously resurfaced, beckoning to those bold enough to seek it. But the captain's restless spirit still haunts the deck, driving away any who dare come for his treasure. He can mess with people's minds, turning them into violent thugs who attack anyone else who gets close to the treasure. Sounds interesting. Didn't expect I'd get your recognition on something like that. Truth is, I was the one who wrote that post. Makes sense. To Alice, asymmetry is, well, what is most ugly, so a one-eyed, one-legged captain? Yeah, that's definitely her version of a pirate nightmare, huh?
Shall I hold up a mirror, sir?
So legend is fake? Yes, everything was part of my plan. From crafting the story, decorating the ship, to hiring the actors. Turns out putting together a proper ghost story takes far more time and effort than I expected. But now everything is finally in place. As for my goal, well, that should be obvious. As someone among us who's hopelessly drawn to anything tied to ghost stories. You mean Yuza? Yuza's the only one I can think of. That's right. Ever since I met Yuza, I don't think I've ever seen her truly caught off guard. She's always messing with people, and she always gets away with it, making me lose my cool every single time. So I came up with a plan to let Yuza know what it feels like to get spooked for once. After all, as a Thinefield, I simply refuse to be outdone when it comes to the art of mischief. Where did that sudden competitive streak come from? Your family name really does come into everything, huh? Of course, to get Yusa on board for the treasure hunt, I've planned out everything down to the last detail. From selecting the ship to recruiting the actors, I handled it all myself. I've also worked it out with Minato to make sure nothing could go wrong. And yeah, looks like our non-Tyrant Tanuki is starting to rub off on Alice.
Yeah, and I feel like Minato had some motivation to help.
To be fair, he's probably been the target of her pranks far longer than Alice has been.
Yeah, no, among other things.
Yeah. However, there's one small snag. Partway through, we're supposed to split up, but counting Minato, there are only 3 of us, and I'm not sure I can convince Yuza to let me go off on my own. Thank goodness you're here. Things just got way easier. Now the 4 of us can naturally split into 2 groups.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yuzo and Minato will follow the planned route, while you and I will double-check the crew and venue. I know it's all set, but I'd rather not leave it to chance. No problem, I'll help. Thank you so much, Belle. With you here, my racing heart seems to have calmed down a bit, and I can finally breathe. I've hidden the map safely. Mind keeping an eye on things here for a bit while I go meet up with Yuzo and Minato? We're supposed to come here together, and it's just about time. Okay, see you later. We wait idly on the beach for Alice to return. Thankfully, there aren't many people around, so no one seems curious about the setup she left behind. Just a passing seagull snatches the last fry from your hands as the Spook Shack trio shows up. Of course. Oh, wow, you're in here too? What a total coincidence. Seriously, what are the odds, right? Wanna join us? Totally not suspicious, Bunny. Feels like you're a whole different person. Alice, what's up with you? Your ears all perked up and you were talking kind of weird. Are you nervous or something? No way, not at all. I'm definitely not nervous. I just thought the weather's so nice today. Mr. Arnold must have told the maids to air out the bedding. She absolutely sucks at this, huh? Relax, I just meant you seemed nervous when you saw Bill. But it looks like that's not the reason, Could it be you're hiding something from me? Yeah, what? No way! Oops, even the fur on your ears is standing up. Alright, I'll stop teasing you. Alice, easy. You're right. You just need to calm down a little. Breathe in, out, in, out. It's just... This is my first time taking part in a club activities, so I might have gotten a little excited. Oh, so you've never joined a club activity before? Well, I suppose I've had some experience, but I never really had the chance to properly take part in these sorts of activities. After all, as a descendant of the Timefield family, most of my free time is devoted to fencing lessons and cultivating important connections. Sounds like a typical noble lady routine, you know? The kind of thing you only ever see in movies. I can imagine that wasn't easy. Sounds a bit tiring. Don't worry about me. I find this life quite fulfilling, though I do get a bit lonely sometimes. In that case, let's have a blast today and make sure Alice gets some awesome memories from her first Spook Shack team building activity. Alice and Yusa run toward the sea. You plan to ask Manitou about the plan while building sandcastles, but he gives you a knowing look. No matter how long you work on it, your sandcastle refuses to take shape. Manitou's, on the other hand, turns out unexpectedly well made. Wait, is he actually taking this seriously? After a while, he suddenly acts like he's discovered something and calls Alice and Yusa over. Yusa, Belle and I dug up this sketchy box in the sand, and there's these two map-looking things inside. Want to take a look? Parchment, red X marks. I see now. All the classic elements are there. Got any clues, Yusa? Feels like it's connected to that post I saw on the internet lately. This has to be a treasure map. It makes me think of the ghost ship right away. Manitou, Alice, did you guys see that post? Yeah, it's the only ghost story thread that's been getting traction on the internet recently. But according to that internet post, there should be only one map. Let me check on my phone. Yep, but these two maps here don't match. Could one of them be fake? They do look different. How about we split up and check both? In that case, how about we split up and each check a map? I'm with Manitou and you're with Alice. Now, let's see, which one should I take? Maybe we could ask Kama? Are you okay, Alice? You got a cold? The season's changing and Rethyron's throats tend to get a little scratchy. Anyway, Yusa, let's go with this map. My gut says it's the real one. The Canine Thyron's intuition should be pretty spot on. Alright then, I'll trust your call. Sure enough, a Spook Shack team building activity just wouldn't be complete without some ghost stories. Now I'm getting excited. Alright, remember to stay safe out there. I mean, I don't really think there are ghosts that can control people's minds, but you never know. Better safe than sorry. Alice, be sure to stay safe when I'm not there, alright? And look after Belle too. Yusa always treats me like I'm a kid. It's so frustrating. Just you wait, I'll make you see what I'm really capable of. Yusa and Manitou head off together. Out of her sight, Manitou gives you a quick all-good gesture behind his back. That was a close call. Yusa's reactions were more unpredictable than I expected. Still, we managed to pull through in the end. Did we? Good thing Yusa didn't dig deeper. Anyway, Yusa seems pretty interested in this ghost story now. Let's go check on how our actors are doing with their prep. And yeah, now we get to the core of this. Also, this nice art. You may choose your preferred buffs for the stage during modifier selection. When Alice triggers Blade Intercept, she deals massive physical anomaly buildup. The next assault's damage increases by 40%. Especially when Alice is about to be attacked, triggering a basic attack or dash attack will trigger Blade Intercept, blocking the incoming attack's damage and granting invulnerable status. So, yeah, most of this is going to be combat, but there's, well, this twist to it. Yeah, this is just going over that Blade Intercept. It's basically just a parry. But, though, well, since there's no guard in this game, outside of, well, some defense abilities, it's attack-based. So since you're basically always attacking, you'll basically always be triggering this.
Oh dear.
Yes, most of the combat is going to be, well, side-scroller style.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. And also, with the map part, it would make sense they would not show the original map on a ghost story site and all that, since... But unless it's a part of the actual ghost story museum, you will not be able to pose with the original map.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they meant that the rumors say that there is supposed to be a map, but not that they actually had photos of a map. Otherwise, well, someone would have found this long ago already.
Yeah, for shit, they did mention the map on the post was not the same as the one they had found.
They said I think they said there was talk of a map, just not actual photos of a map. Again, otherwise there would have already been people here.
Yeah, they mentioned there was a picture of a map on their site, but they compared the two.
Yeah, there were two maps in the box.
Okay. I almost forgot there was two maps in the box. Okay, yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense for them to split off if there was only one map in the box.
Yeah. From one I thought, okay, one gonna check the map from the post and one from the chest. And the other thought, yeah, I thought there was two maps in the chest. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think? The actors I carefully selected, don't they play their roles rather well? Their performance in that last battle was flawless. No wonder they're from the company Mr. Arnold recommended. No wonder they were handpicked by you, my lady. But they still can't compare to you, Alice. Thank you. I'm glad to receive such praise from you. Alright, everything checks out. As long as they perform just as they did just now, there shouldn't be any slip-ups. Alice, you're so thoughtful. You're so serious about everything you do. For anyone dedicated to scientific research, going over even finalized plans is absolutely essential. It's time to head to our next stop, but please wait a moment. I didn't have time to change earlier, but wearing a swimsuit and running around like this, it's really quite improper. Alice is done changing in under a minute, so this is what noble lady efficiency looks like. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, sorry, let me just fix my tie real quick. Alright, let's head out. That's supposed to be a tie? I thought it was just a decoration on top of everything.
Well, I knew there was something, but I didn't know that classified as a tie.
Okay, you can select two of these at the same time. When Alice hits enemies with a dash attack or dodge counter, it triggers the Blade Intercept effect. This effect can trigger once every 5 seconds. When Blade Intercept is triggered, Alice's non-proficiency increases by 150 for 15 seconds. And yeah, from here, we're speeding things up.
Right.
What?
Are those actual ethereals, or did they somehow get actors for those as well?
That might be a spoiler. Also, yeah, I edited in that bar on the bottom to give a progress bar for, well, the combat parts.
Ah.
Okay.
I thought that was part of the game.
Nope. That was my work. messed up the counter there. It's freaking chipmunk noises, huh?
Oh, bloody heck.
Okay. Technically, I did tell the actors not to go too hard, but they got way too into it. I may have overdone it myself and ended up knocking everyone out. Could it be... Is this what they call true dedication to the craft? I'm so sorry. I'll raise your pay after this. Here's all the cash I have on me. Consider it a token of my apology. Alice, you're really... wish I could get knocked out too, Belle.
That could be... That could be actually... that could be translated so many ways.
Yep. No matter the field, people who put their heart into their work deserve respect. Compared to them, I probably haven't been working hard enough. I should learn from these dedicated actors. You're already doing great. You're working really hard. Thank you, but I know I still have a long way to go. Anyway, let's get out of here. It's not too dangerous here. The ones I knocked out should be fine. They can just leave on their own once they wake up. And yeah, it is just showing the areas around Fantasy Resort, but it is supposed to be taking place in other places, huh? Master hasn't arrived yet. I'm waiting for her too. After waiting a while with Miss Esme, Alice came rushing in. I wonder how Yusa is doing over there. Hope everything's going smoothly. I was going to contact them through the communicator, but for some reason it keeps cutting in and out. I'm sure it's fine. You've checked everything. Yeah, you're right. But still, something just feels off in here. And now we get to Yuzaha's side. After Yuzaha's dodge, counter, assist, follow-up, or fifth hit with her basic attack, pressing the basic attack button will perform an umbrella smash on enemies. This attack can trigger basic attack Sugar Burst Sparkles Max. If Yuzaha has sugar points, 1 point will be automatically consumed to increase the anomaly build-up rate of this umbrella smash and basic attack Sugar Burst Sparkles Max. Attack increases by 15% and unlock build-up rate by 50% for 30 seconds. Repeated triggers reset the duration. So yeah, a good part of this is just the developers playing around with modifiers. Okay. I'm guessing the areas that we're supposed to be in are, well, more along the coastline or so.
That wouldn't make sense.
It's just that, well, outside of Fantasy Resort, there isn't much of that is actually rendered, so they just use Fantasy Resort as a stand-in. Okay.
Oh, you lost? Or...
No.
Oh, wait!
Back to the moment Yusa and Minato set out. Just rewinding the clock a bit. As the game is just loading. Oh, just like the post said, we ran into a bunch of folks trying to stop us from finding the treasure. The ghost captain is way too impatient. I don't even have time to change. No worries, there's still time. You did bring your usual clothes, didn't you? Of course I did, but what do you think, Minato? Do you really believe they were bewitched by that ghost captain? Too bad they're all passed out. We won't be getting much out of them now. I can't tell. What do you think? Whatever the case, there's got to be some trick behind this whole ghost story. We'll just keep following the clues. Sooner or later, the truth and the one behind it will come to light. And when that time comes, all I need to do is claim the gifts meant for me. Gift? Yeah, for someone like you, every ghost story is like a surprise box. Alice showed up quickly. And the community did come back for a moment. Minato said things are going smoothly on their end, and they're right on track. Very well. That means we can move on to the next spot now. Hey, looks like everything's going according to plan. It's unease I'm feeling just... It might just be my imagination. Still, something does feel like it's slipping out of control. Okay. User can press basic attack at the right moment after an umbrella strike to trigger another umbrella strike. Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay, I thought I heard one of the cats sneaking around in my room for a moment. Yeah, I'm presuming they're not actually supposed to be in a hollow, because otherwise they wouldn't have split up. This is just being done for, well, variety in the environment, probably. Okay. Another Exaltist here to deal with. Okay, the second last one there was a pretty nice still shot of it all. Okay. This doesn't seem quite like the plan. What plan? You mean our investigation plan? Ah, right, the investigation plan. Strange, something's wrong with the communicator. I can't seem to get in touch with them. Minato, your eyes are totally saying you're hiding something. See? Now you won't even look at me. Okay, fine. I'll let you off the hook. Wonder how that scaredy bunny's doing now. Probably crying her eyes out somewhere. But with Bella around, she should be okay.
I've been wondering for a while whether he was supposed to be a dog, a wolf, or something. We got verified he was a bit of a canine. And now he's doing something we usually see from dogs do. When they done something bad and look away and all that.
Yeah. Okay, I'd say he's probably more a wolf Thyran than a dog Thyran. His ears are also more pointy, and typically when trying to differentiate dogs and wolves, wolves get more sharper edges, so to say.
Yeah, it could be a wolf dog, like a mix, but canine, wolves are Oof, pardon, that came from nowhere. Wolves are canine, so calling him a canine is kind of vague, technically.
True, just taking a wide shot with it.
Yeah. What? Okay. Carry on.
Let's see. But with Belle around, she should be okay. Yeah, Alice might be a little jumpy, but she's got what it takes when it matters. Come to think of it, those people didn't look like they were under any kind of spell. They acted completely normal. Unless... maybe it's because this captain is different? And maybe he's some kind of powerful ghost who, like, uses psychological manipulation to control people? That'll explain why they act so normal. Oh, really? So this ghost keeping up with modern science now, huh? Which way should we go next? Oh, I know. Let's ask the amazing Kama. Wait a second, user. Maybe now's not the best time to listen to Kama. How about checking the map instead? Staring at the map all the time is so boring. Why don't we just follow Kama's lead instead? You're being way too stiff with this, Minato. Yes, user, stay close. Don't wander off. I mean, the communicator's still acting up, and you know we don't want to get separated, right? Fine, let's follow the map. Minato always gets so evasive when he's hiding something from me. Okay, next stage. What do I do? It looks like Master's plan ran into the trouble. While you're trying to comfort anxious Miss Esme, Alice rushes over in a hurry. It seems the plan's running into trouble. I finally managed to get through to Minato and he said the enemies there are acting strangely. Minato says they don't seem like actors at all, and for some reason they were seriously trying to hurt them. Now that I think about it, we ran into something similar before. I just assumed it was the actors being dedicated. I was so slow on the uptake. So there are real enemies involved? What should we do next? Yeah, the reason behind their attack is still unclear. Minato says he's keeping an eye on things and that we shouldn't tip them off just yet. As for Yuzaha, she's clearly caught up in her little investigation, so he believes it's best we keep this under wraps for the time being.
Oh. I think I know what happened.
Oh?
I think Audrey saw the post she posted.
Alice looks a bit dejected. Though she tries to maintain a normal tone, the disappointment is evident on her face, and even her ears are drooping. Father once told me that no matter how flawless a plan may seem, changes are inevitable in its execution. Yeah, Murphy tends to dislike plans. Because reality, after all, is far more detailed than any design, and it's filled with factors beyond prediction. Unexpected events will arise, and even the most flawless plan can unravel in the face of them.
Oh, yeah.
So he told me that plans must be thorough.
I think we both experienced that a lot, at least especially also who plays a lot of RPGs, strategy games and such. You have a plan, and sometimes they go as planned, other times almost, and other times not at all.
Yeah, basically every time we try to plan a streamiversary as well.
Yeah, again, please double check the day. For
yeah, it's in April, and this year we're just going to keep it simple with no big no attempted big gatherings. You're just going to pick one specific game to stream, potentially in one whole sitting, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, maybe you have the week going on, a bit more streams or something going on, but just not necessarily a lot of multiplayer things, since just you and me, and maybe one more such commentating, that's probably easy thing to do, but multiplayer games planning on larger scale, yeah, you've seen how it is with our multiplayer Mondays to begin with.
Yeah. Okay, then, moving on. Let's see. So, he told me that plans must be thorough. I truly believe they had accounted for everything, and yet something still went wrong. Have I brought shame upon my family again? Yuzaha, she won't be in danger because of my plan, will she? If anything were to happen to her, then Don't worry, Yuzaha Minato can handle it, no problem. You're right. They're strong. I have to trust them. Let's go find them quickly. The hollow is vast. I just hope we don't lose our way. So please, I'll be counting on you to lead us. Okay, so they are supposed to be in the hollow. Okay. Does make it a bit odd, though, then why, well, only one of them has the proxy by their side and the other not, since, well, it is really easy to get lost within a hollow.
Yeah, I guess the communicator is a good thing to have when the groups are inside the hollow, but if you have one group inside the hollow and one outside...
Yeah, that's when the HDD is needed.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah. A new system got added to this frenzy. So yeah. If enough blade intercepts are triggered, he basically goes to deal extra damage, I believe. The description was just a bit earlier. Alice has gone into a frenzy. Okay, one of these red guys. It's the freaking chipmunk noises, huh? Or chipmunks speak more. There's just something innately hilarious to, like, Hillyan type voices, huh?
Yeah. Kind of curious why we find it funny.
Oh, nice action shot. Okay. After dealing with the enemies, you and Alice begin the interrogation. They're clearly total pushovers, sobbing and sniffling as they spill everything. Turns out they weren't actors at all, but Hollow Raiders trying to steal the treasure. Okay, which means that either the actual actors were driven off, or, well, pretending to be actors. To think those people had been on the very same beach to us earlier. It all began when we discovered a treasure map I'd prepared on the beach. What we didn't expect was that a group of Hollow Raiders happened to be vacationing nearby and overheard just enough to become a problem. Or that.
Oh! Oh, bloody... I was guessing that the post for that would... some of them would probably ignore that, but... Yeah, if they were just happened to be nearby, then...
Okay, it's the freaking coincidence of it all, huh? They connected the ghost ship we mentioned to that post on the internet, and figured there was profit to be made and rallied their entire gang to go after the treasure.
I was right then!
They just got extra... Well, they just overheard us. Probably one of them probably saw the post and, well, told the rest of them, and now we have to deal with all of them. Okay.
Oh dear.
At first the ones we fought were indeed actors, but later those Hollow Raiders had them sent away and came themselves to block our approach to the ghost ship, all while watching how things unfolded. Now that they've gathered enough intel, they're sending their most elite combat-ready crew to the ghost ship I set up, hoping to seize the treasure before we do. Who'd have thought things would turn out like this? Life's just full of surprises, huh? Even on vacation, the Hollow Raiders stay this dedicated, so we've got some uninvited guests. I underestimated the situation. I didn't expect our activities on the beach to draw attention, nor did I think the internet post would spread so quickly. I should have been more careful. If what they said is true, then Yuza is dealing with nothing but profit-hungry raiders. In that case, she and Minato might be in danger. I don't want to lose the friends I finally made just because of my own carelessness. I've never gotten along with anyone this well before. I wonder if everything's going alright for them. Yuza and Minato are more than capable, so hopefully there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, but worrying still shows that you care about them. Okay, back to Yuzaha. Yeah, sure. Okay, each time Yuzaha performs an Umbrella Smash, she gains a stack of Candy Fever, increasing her anomaly proficiency in attack. 3 stacks, she enters the Frontier stage. Can trigger every 30 seconds. During the stage, Yuza's ability will always crit, and she will not gain Candy Fever again after. Okay, so basically just crit mode.
Oh dear.
Yep, well, this is a familiar place.
Alright.
Yeah, so the Exaltus test base that we'd found. And it's been a bit since we've seen one of these big boys, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I'm not sure if these are supposed to be the same. Of course, it is supposed to be the same Hollow Raiders and such, but I don't know if it's supposed to mean that they have the Rebel quality gear and such.
But it said they were in the most elite combat ready, so
yeah,
some of them may have better equipment.
Minato, what are you standing around for? Come on, let's go. Sorry, there's something I need to check. I'm still trying to get in touch with Alice. The communicator's still not working, huh? What a useless piece of junk. Come to think of it, Minato, you had that furrowed brow this whole time. Did something go wrong? I just feel like, Yuza, you always seem so optimistic, treating every crisis like some rare adventure. No matter what dark secrets might be lurking behind these ghost stories. I'm guessing the reason they call it a communicator and such is that it's more than just their phones or so. It's probably something Bell slapped together at some point or another that, well, can act as, well, a phone in the hollows, but also as a bit of a GPS thing or something, or tracker.
Yeah, I think it's something that's it's not a phone, but it's meant for communication through within and maybe outside of hollows. But it's more of a special one.
Do you really think it's worth risking yourself just for some mysterious ghost story? Seriously? After all this time you're still asking that? Come on, Matzo, you really ought to know me better by now. You know perfectly well that no matter how dangerous a ghost story is, it's priceless to me. I just want to touch the heart hidden within these extraordinary tales. You see, hearts can be quite beautiful. To see the heart within these ghost stories, you've got to put in the work it demands. So that's your answer. I understand now. According to the map, we should be getting pretty close to that legendary ghost ship. Oh? Time to find out if this map we're holding is the real deal.
Still wonder how the modern symbol of heart is so different from how an actual heart looks.
Well, I have heard some speculation on that. With some of those speculating that it's supposed to represent, well, female anatomy.
You mean like a certain bat from Sonic?
For one possible example.
I was pondering on that just a moment ago, but I thought, likely not. Like, the symbol looks nice, but yeah, once you have seen how an actual heart looks, you just look at the two and wonder, how the heck?
Like, it could also just be simplified, that it was simplified for kids and such, because, well, you'd probably not want to show a 5-year-old how an actual human heart looks.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be a symbol, so it's supposed to be a bit more simplified. Like, when you make a brain symbol, you also simplify it, though it's very obvious it's a brain, but not as unpleasant to look at as the real deal.
Okay, a quick search brings up some stuff about it being potentially linked to botanical stuff, like representing certain seed pods or something. Not going to go too deep into that, because we have this to do still.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What should I do? Is there any way I can help? You tried to comfort Miss Esme, gently patting her ears. Alice arrives shortly after. I still get in touch with Monitor, and Yuza is not responding either. One thing's for sure, we're getting closer to the ship I arranged. According to what they said, their strongest fighters would have gone straight for the ghost ship, and those small fry we just faced were just a diversion. This means the ones we're about to face are going to be even tougher. I've given some serious thought. If we truly can't beat them, then maybe we should just hand over the treasure. It's what they're after, anyway. It's actually a treasure? Isn't this ghost story just something you made up? The ghost story may be fake, but the treasure is real, and once a false tale is woven with enough truth, it becomes harder to tell it from reality. That's why I put some real treasures in the chest inside the ship. After all, if a ghost story ends with nothing real to show for it, doesn't that make it feel rather underwhelming? Yeah, I don't think Yuza would mind much. Something just feels off. I've made up my mind. This will be our final plan. Though it may leave my ghost story feeling somewhat unfinished, at the very least, it'll keep everyone out of danger. If something began because of me, then letting it end with me is a kind of resolution too. Remember what I said about my father's words? There was actually more to them. He said even the most complete plan is no match for the ever-changing nature of reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the real skill with planning comes from, or rather with managing plans, is to, well, be able to adapt on the fly to changes and such.
Yeah, like backup plans, and as you said, adaptability. The danger
Yes.
is when you complete, the thing is so completely by surprise that you're unable to adapt to the situation.
And yeah, you may have your whole logistics company planned out and such, but yeah, traffic getting stuck or natural disasters aren't going to care much about your plan.
Yeah, but heck, yeah, natural disaster, bad weather can throw a lot of plans into disarray. Like some you can plan for, but there's some you can't. Like an earthquake is something you cannot plan for don't come unexpected. Weather you could see in the horizon and go, you should probably prepare some of those things. But an earthquake, no. And then, like, you could expect that, okay, someone may attack this caravan. And you expect, okay, maybe some light infantry and such. And you prepare for that. But then for some reason, they bring in something very unexpected, like artillery and such.
Yeah. Okay. When plans fall apart, why not observe which way reality itself chooses to flow? Go with it, tame it, and make reality work for you. So, going with the flow, using the bait I'd planted in the ghost story to keep everyone safe, that's the solution I've chosen. I'm sorry things turned out this way. It was supposed to be a fun ghostly adventure, not this. No, I should pull myself together. We have to meet up with Yusa and Manato as soon as we can. Okay, joining branches. There's one more. When Alice she receives a large amount of blade etiquette. Yeah, already. And blade etiquette is that charging bar underneath her portraits. Okay. Yeah, the combat isn't too hard, so yeah, you can get through this by just button mashing. Okay, I do have to say that I do like the outfits that the rebels slash elite raiders have.
Yeah, like I don't guess like we have seen rebels and mercenaries and such, and let's be honest, even those may have fallen victim to well,
Raiders.
yeah, the heroes and bandits being bandits, and we saw they are opportunistic, just opportunistic to the core.
Yeah, so they might have just
almost.
stolen military gear at some point or another. Or it could also be that the rebels sell some of their hardware or such. I wouldn't be surprised if at times they raid military outposts or military groups in the hollows to steal their equipment.
Yeah.
We'd need to find more, we need to get more interactions with them in the story to learn more about that, though.
Yeah, it will make sense for. Like heck, bandits did that in old history as well. That sometimes if they saw a military convoy that looked like easy target, they will do that. And some bandits would be called brigands and all that for. Yeah, they've stolen enough. And then of course they're also deserters.
Yeah.
Which can then desert and bring something with them.
And it's also, of course, just merchants and blacksmiths who might sell to them as well, or get themselves robbed of their goods.
Yeah, but some may sell to them unaware who they are.
Let's see. Master seems to be close to the destination. I hope Master's friends get there successfully. Also, I do gotta say that Miss Esme is rather adorable for a Bangbu, huh? Or even more adorable. It's that freaking oversized tie.
Oh dear.
And they have rabbit ears. Or rabbit tail. Some sort of ear behind their back. Okay. Yuzuha's side. It marks the enemy with one stack. When the marked enemy's HP falls behind a certain threshold, they... whatever. I just go with the easy 2 each time. Okay, but yeah, I guess that does confirm that earlier they were fighting actual ethereals and not actors in suits.
Yeah.
Not sure if we've seen this one too often. And now we don't see him anymore anyways. Okay, that's the Roman type. Yeah.
What?
We really do need to find this spear. Its head looks somewhat like a sort of helmet or something. It resembles a warframe, I believe, something. Well, warframe.
Yeah, and yeah, we need to do the wool bestiary at some point.
Yeah. I think once we hit, once we've caught up, that would probably be a good spot. Okay, otherwise that would have been a panty shot, but, well, they wear pants underneath their skirts even. Smart, of course. Whoa, who would have thought that the spot where we found the map is actually where the legendary ghost ship came to rest? It looks like we're getting close to the so-called treasure. The story's about to hit its big reveal. What a coincidence. Don't you think so, Minato? Oh, yeah. You seem so distracted. We're about to find treasure. Aren't you excited? So excited. Please be careful out there. I've got a feeling something unexpected might happen. Alright. Let's get going. I can't wait. Yeah, that's rabbit ears. Master Steel seems hesitant. You wait for Alice with Miss Esme, and she arrives shortly. Let's go, Belle. I'm ready. Yuza and Minato should be on the ship by now. Let me be the one to end all of this. Alright, let's go. You finally arrive at the legendary ghost ship. Alice mentioned that she personally oversaw all the interior decor, from deep within the ship's shadowy corridor.
What? I said nothing.
Yeah, I thought I heard something. Might be just something in the background on the beach still. From deep within the ship's shadowy corridor, Yuza suddenly appears, with Minato following close behind. And the moment they come into view, you hear what sounds like a quiet sob from Alice beside you. Oh, Alice, Belle, you're here too. We just got on board and are still looking for clues. If you made it here too, does that mean both maps are real and point to the same place? Or maybe they're both fake and there's something else they're hiding? Is it a prank or a surprise? What do you think, Alice? What's wrong? We're finally about to uncover the legendary ghost ship, so why the long face? Don't tell me, did someone bully you on your way here? I didn't, it wasn't me. Of course I didn't mean you. I'm talking about those ghost-possessed thugs mentioned in that ghost story post. You know, the ones trying to stop us from finding the treasure? Yuza, you're okay. I'm so relieved. I'm so worried.
Wait. I just realized. Ain't the... Okay, I can ask you, if those maps are made of paper, aren't those gonna be unreliable in a hollow?
Probably, yeah.
Like, they could work on some areas, but... We know how the hollow messes with the reality within them and all that.
True, but I'm guessing whatever path they laid out, that Alice went for more stable areas to send them through. So probably was only in the shallow ends of the hollow. A bit literally and figuratively.
Yeah, that's possible.
Also, I like how this is just one of the fishing spots being reused for an entire ship.
Oh, gosh. And also, again, this is... I don't think people know about this, but this is something that happens a lot when Captain was serious with us, since he's the one showing them to us. He has a certain knack for pausing at the interesting moments. Let's take a look at Minato at the moment.
They're just staring dead in the camera.
Yeah.
But what's going on? Why the sudden tears? I'm sorry, Yuza. I lied to you. The truth is, this ghost story is fake. Oh? What does that mean? Actually, this ghost ship story from the internet post to the ship itself was something I made up. There was never any ghost ship. The story was entirely fictional from beginning to end. I was involved in this too. Sorry. Me too. I'm sorry. Oh, so that's what this is about. Alright, I forgive you guys. I'll make it up to you, Yuza. I'll write an apology and everything. What? You've already forgiven us? Just like that? Yep, but if you really want to write that apology, I'd be more than happy to receive a handwritten one from dear Alice. Alice freezes like a rabbit with a carrot dangling over her head, completely zoning out. They just had to use that comparison, huh?
Yeah, and here's the thing also. Something I noticed from her. I think she may not like carrots, or maybe neutral to them. And
it's clear that she's been teased with them a lot.
Yeah, and I should also say this. Rabbits do eat carrot, yes, but it's not their favorite. Like, rabbits can have their own favorites, but like they will not say no to a carrot. But when you think about it, carrots are not in the wild.
Not that usually.
Not usually nowadays.
The orange ones certainly not, because those... I think we've mentioned this multiple times across the years, but original natural carrots were purple, not orange. And if I recall correctly, this is a very vague memory / guesstimation, but I'm guessing their favorites would be more like sunflower seeds and such.
I would guess more like certain leaves and such.
That as well.
But they will again not say no to a carrot, and I'm gonna guess carrots are very good for their teeth, since like rats and all that, they need to wait, what?
Nibble, since they do need to, well, wouldn't really say sharpen their teeth, but
grind them down.
Yeah.
For if they don't, I think a certain YouTuber you and me watch sometimes have shown some pictures of what happens if they don't.
Yeah.
It's actually fatal.
It's similar with deer and such and beavers, I believe, that if they don't whittle their antlers, or it might also been with goats or something. Basically, that stuff keeps growing. So if it isn't whittled down from time to time, it can get either oversized or curl back and become a medical issue.
Yeah, and for something like beavers, rats. It will go up to the brain, curl back and pierce the skull. There has been some documentation of animals they found that has been unable to do that, and it went bad. Very bad.
Okay. Okay. Bit of a video error there for a second. Huh. But I put you in danger. Uh-huh. And I used your favorite ghost stories as bait. Uh-huh. What do I do? I don't know what to do. How could she forgive me so easily? And except for forgiveness, because Yuta is such a good person. You hear some weird noises coming from the cabin. We did it, boss. We're stinking rich. This is enough to last us forever. This isn't the ghost from the story, right? The one guarding the treasure? They sound more like people losing their minds over a pile of treasure. Wait a second. Yuza, Manatu, listen. If we let them have the treasure, we won't have to fight. It's all they're after, so if they get what they want, we can walk away safely.
Wait. What did you put in there?
Good question. Hold up, Alice. What do you mean? Are you saying those treasures aren't just props, but the real deal? Well, I'd say about a chest full of gold, and to fill in the gaps, I threw in some pearls and gems too.
Oh, for... Okay. Thumbs up for her for going all in, but maybe this is not the time or areas to do that on. Have you done a bit more safe locations on that? Sure. But hello?
Yeah. Okay. And I really did underestimate you, Scaredy Bunny. Guess I really did underestimate you, Scaredy Bunny. I never thought you'd go as far as using real gold for props. Looks like we've got no choice but to fight. What? Do we really have to do this? I mean, problems that can be solved with money aren't real problems, right? Maybe we should just let it go? No way, absolutely not. Somehow I feel like I was already prepared for things to turn out this way.
That's a wrong character using the
voice
on.
Yeah. But really, Alice, you could have at least used freaking chocolate coins.
In summer.
Good point. Then again, she could have just... Actually, you could probably get a refrigerator box that looks like a treasure chest. Actually,
well,
that would be freaking... I'm going to look that up right freaking now.
Could you also use the fake coins?
Let's see. Treasure chest, fridge box.
Oh, I just imagine if they found the actual treasure chest and opened it and they just plastic toy coins. You know, the really bad ones.
Yeah. Also, yes, those are actually things that people have made and sell.
It would be strange if they haven't.
True. It's like one of those rules of the internet, like Rule 39. If someone has thought of it, someone has made it to sell already.
Oh dear. Our question is more importantly, how many of them are good quality? For there's a good chance that many of them are
not
horrible.
Okay. Okay, continuing on. It's the same. Hey, that's a team building fund still Silly Sun and Bunny set aside for Spook Shack. No way I'm letting anyone else have them. Wait. How did you know? No, I never said these treasures were meant for you. Oh wow, so it was true? I was just messing around, but it turns out that really was your plan. Silly Bunny, so easy to read. Well then, that just means we have to take it back. It could be dangerous, Yuzaha. That terrifying laughter they just let out, it was inhuman. It's probably nothing serious, just some small fry. You might think it's not worth fighting over something as trivial as money, but to me, it's not just about the money. This is a matter of the heart. And I, Yuzaha, never let down any ghost story filled with someone's heartfelt intent. The red-haired young lady kicks the door open, and with her light, airy laughter comes a parasol aimed at the raider in front of the chest, along with a resounding declaration, "I'm here to reclaim Spook Shack's team-building funds. If you don't want a beating, I suggest you surrender now." I get the feeling that there might be fan animations of these events or so.
Possible.
Okay, and yet now we get to play with both of them at once. Okay. Of course, those stupid things again. Some of them facing the wrong way. Okay, I'm kind of... Okay, I'm guessing those stripes on the big guys' arms is just from their shirts and such, and not bandages. But some of it are bandages, but underneath it seems that they're wearing a sort of zebra-striped shirt.
Might be like arm sleeves, like that's not attached to the shirt, but you put them on the arm itself.
Yeah. A big creepy hat in the background. Okay. And yeah, these two are still just a very good combo. Well, Electric Dream 3 in combat and outside of it. Okay. And there we go. That look on her face there. Let me go back to
that
it.
again.
Somewhere around here. It just completely wipe out the remains. There, just... just completely unimpressed. Okay, I should look into one of those screenshot programs instead of just trying to copy-paste stuff over to PaintNet every time, because I often forget or something else pops up instead. Okay. After reclaiming Spook Shack's treasure from the Hollow Raiders, you finally make it back to the beach. Hard to believe so much has happened in such a short time. Again, it's loading. I'm sorry, Yuza, for dragging you into this mess. I could have planned it so much better. Well, it's enough. Even if it's coming from you, my favorite person in the world, I won't forgive you for putting yourself down like that. Monitor just thinking, what am I then? Chopped liver? You don't suddenly grab my hand. Don't get so close. I'm happy. Really, really happy. Super happy. It's been ages since I got to dive into such an amazing, thrilling ghost story myself. And thank you, Alice, for such a wonderful gift. I wasn't trying to give you a gift or anything. I just wanted to spook you for once, since you're always the one scaring me. Even if you say that, you still put so much thought into it. You know I love ghost stories and strange tales, so you wrote the whole thing yourself, got the ship, and hired the actors. If something this thoughtful doesn't count as a gift, then I honestly don't know what does. And those treasures were your gifts to us too, right? You were going to use the whole treasure hunt as a cover and pay out of pocket to fund Spook Shack's team building. Wasn't it just to make the whole story feel more real? No, it's not that. Alright, maybe I did. I just thought Yuza and Minato probably wouldn't accept something like this if I gave it to them directly. But I really wanted to show my thanks for everything they've done for me. So I thought, if it became something we found together, you wouldn't turn it down. Alice, you're such a sweet girl. Head pats. But this is way too much. How about you take some back? We'll gladly keep a bit. Don't mess up my hair. Drive me crazy if it's not symmetrical. You figured out our plan all along, didn't you? I knew from the very beginning that we couldn't hide it from you. Yeah, as sharp as always, Minato. You caught me. But I didn't lie, you know. Just the thoughts from you, Alice, is the sweetest gift. No kidding, 100% real. When did you figure out our plan? And how did you figure it out? Think this ghost story might have been planned? Let me think. It must be because of the way I acted at the beginning. Nah, it's not that. I actually started getting suspicious the second I saw the treasure maps. What? Didn't you notice? The two maps we found may not look alike at first, but if you match them up with the parchment's texture, the patterns are perfectly symmetrical.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, she knows only one person who is absolutely obsessed with symmetry, and, well... aside from one symmetry mad bunny.
And also we'll explain how they're able with both maps to reach the same destination.
Yeah. I've never met anyone this obsessed. I can't believe this is where we slipped up.
Right, I just realized something.
Oh.
Like, you can have two different maps that look different, very differently, as they reach the same location. However, be able to do that very symmetric. That's a challenge.
Yeah. Okay, though we didn't really follow the path of the second one. We were mostly just running around, quote unquote, backstage, and well, we just beelined for the ghost ship at the end.
Oh dear.
So yeah, could be that the other one just led absolutely nowhere. Let's see. What really made me suspicious wasn't Alice's nervous behavior, it was those two treasure maps. Even if she knew she had to fake it, I bet our lady just couldn't help herself but arrange the two maps into something perfectly symmetrical. The plan was a total failure. Nope, not at all. Honestly, I'd say your plan was a total success. I mean, wasn't the whole idea to give everyone a fun little adventure? Yusaha. Of course not, but if you're all having fun... I guess that's not entirely terrible. Can't seem to squeeze in a single word. Well, anyway, glad to see Spook Shack's first group activity wrapped up nicely. Everything turned out alright. Everything's sort of out, right? Thanks for helping. One of Master's friends said they need to groom first. They'll be here soon, Alice. Wait, no. I presume that Alice is the owner of Miss Esme here, so who else... After waiting a while with Miss Esme, the Spook Shack crew arrived quickly. And again, it's not loading. Alright, so are we going swimming again? I just got this new swimsuit. I gotta put it to good use while summer lasts. Swimming is fun and all, but I hate how my fur feels all soggy when I get out of the water. Okay, so you have to groom. Yeah, Minato, why not try the high-speed hairdryer? High-speed hairdryer? What brand is it? I think they were featured in the Redo Daily before. Sponsored a few orphanages and all that. Oh yeah, I saw a few commercials for that. That super fancy royal tier brand, right? I remember it costing a ton. I'll pass. I will get one for you, Minato. No, it's fine. I'm totally cool with the cheap one. Might take a while, but it'll get there. Oh, Bill, wanna join us? Summer's like the perfect season for having fun. Sure, if I've got the time. Feels like I spent this whole summer with Belle. So much happened.
I would say perfect season. It depends on the summer and the location. For some places it gets dangerously hot.
Yeah. Also, something I like with VLC and OBS is that I can pause it and bring up the load bar here, and it won't show up on OBS. If I go back into the not full screen mode, you get to see all of this again, but this makes for a much cleaner viewing experience.
Yeah.
Okay, it does show the mouse. Do you want to take another look at Ghost Ship Adventure, or head out right now? Okay, and yeah, that is this done, basically. Endless Mysteries is now available. Now's the time for more challenges. Okay, so, yeah, just an endless mode, I believe. Okay. Give it one quick run, but after that, we should be done. It's basically just the typical hard mode that you could add it in with it, but, well, it's not that hard. It's just 5 people get vaporized. Okay. I've had ideas about potential cosplay in the past. Generally more simple, reasonably simple to make stuff, I'd say. Nothing too complicated. I might take a look at something potentially with those rebel outfits as well. Should be reasonably easy. Though, of course, with that, it always also depends on how detailed you go with it and all.
Yeah. Though, do you even have the space for that?
That's also an issue with it, of course. Okay. There we go. You could almost say that Alice can beat these idiots with her eyes closed, huh? Okay. And yeah, that one is actually not shared across both, it seems. Okay. So, yeah. 10 out of 10 missions. And yeah, all the rewards. Typical of, as always, Polychrome and some Denny's and other stuff. And, well, the bigger reward that you can get with some of these, which are more rarer things, like tuning calibrators. And, yeah, that's that for that event. We do have one more that's a lot shorter here. So, actually, no, not like that. I might change my standard media player to VLC. For now, there, VLC player. Okay. Yeah. Pheloom Summer Puzzle. Every puzzle piece holds the power to reshape the world. Join Lisa in piecing together the summer sights of New Eridu.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a much simpler but still just nice little event. What a beautiful summer. Sunshine, beaches, and... You know, I'm so tired all of a sudden. I just keep repeating these lines. Would anyone actually buy this? If we really want to attract more tourists to Fantasy Resort, we should just be straight about what makes this place worth visiting. For example, drink special milkshakes and gaze at the sea under the sunlight, or stroll along the waves at sunset, admiring the golden coastline under the setting sun. And that's what everyone wants to experience. Makes sense. But every time I excitedly finish telling these stories, most people just think I'm some shield sent by a travel agency, worried that I'm about to shove a special deals and recommendations flyer into their hands. Only 3 people believe me. No wait, 2 people and 1 bamboo. And that little bamboo tilted its head and pretended to listen to me, but really just wanted to ask where the nearest charging station was. The other 2 were pretty interested at first, but the moment they heard it was interactive, they started playing hot potato and bailed. Could it be that no one's interested in my carefully crafted photo restoration minigame? Photo restoration minigame? To hype people up, I turned some photos I took during my trip to Fantasy Resort and the surrounding areas into a puzzle game. Complete all my themed puzzle sets and you'll get your hands on a one-of-a-kind guidebook that I wrote myself. Here I thought the reward would be free access to attractions. Hey, don't underestimate this handbook. It's the crystallization of my blood, sweat, and tears from all these years at the resort. For example, do you know what flavor of shark cup milkshake tastes best with a sandwich? And do you know what is the right hour to go to the beach for the most beautiful sunsets? You can find all the answers in my guidebook. What do you say? Want to give it a shot? You might just be the first one to snag this guide. I'll give it a shot. And yeah, this is a pretty simple, just patch it back together. This isn't the first event they did like this. I think it is the second. I'm not sure if it's the third. Yeah, I didn't manage to record the first one because that was before I decided to, well, stream Zenless.
Oh,
okay. But yeah, there's 5 categories, each with 3 of the pictures we can put together. So let's go take a look. Summer Splendor, the beach is made for rolling around. Move all the puzzle pieces to the correct positions to complete the puzzle. Press here to view the complete puzzle. Press again to return to the puzzle screen. And yeah, just drag them over to each other, finish them. Of course, it's going to start easy. Complete each puzzle to get corresponding rewards. Click here to shovel the current puzzle and try again.
Wait, hold on. Why are you surfing with those tall boots? Oh, sandals?
We move back a bit. With you mean the heeled things?
Yeah, like I think normally you should be barefoot, but I guess Alice version could work, but Yeah, the tall ones?
Those would probably make it difficult. Though, judging from it, they aren't really in deep or anything. They're just posing for a photo. Also, Overtime Boo and Shark Boo.
Yeah, I was into them. But yeah, I feel like those tall boots, or whatever they are enough to be an issue or extreme challenge even on that calm water.
Yeah. I should go see if someone's collected all of these somewhere, because some of them are pretty nice and funny. Okay, continuing on. Yeah, no, not gonna reshuffle. Okay. And, yeah. It's not like these are going to be too difficult and all such. Volleyball with Ellen and friends. Or not really just some sort of ball game with them.
Oh dear.
A Million, One Penny Boo, and Eos. Causing mayhem as usual. Moonlit Musings. Moonlight won't miss a single corner. Just Snap taking pic. Okay, you'd think that Snap would be most like. Actually, she said that it was her pictures and all that. So it makes sense that Snap isn't the one making them. That's a nice little scene. And yeah, now things are going a bit more complicated. Or not really complicated, more just shuffled around. And yeah, I think you can already recognize a familiar face among this.
Oh, now I do.
Our little golden troublemaker. Okay. And, well, we knew that they were around, only even if we only really got to see Lucy. Okay. Okay, to be honest, what really do you need more than friends, fire, and, well, snacks, huh?
What the heck was... Go back a little bit. What is that she's drinking from?
A coconut.
Is that a coconut?
I think so.
I'm
A very
sure.
big one.
It's way too big.
Actually, I think there's actually multiple kinds of coconuts, I believe. There's the typical one, the hairy one that people often see, and there's also green, bigger ones.
Yeah, but that's still too big. And it's way too smooth if you look at it.
Okay, maybe some sort of special drink bowl or something. Still, that even that is a lot for one person to drink.
Yeah, it's kind of concerning.
Urban Drifter, the city's heartbeat is a symphony we create together. It's just a big movie scene with everyone. Lady Esme over there. I'm not sure if we're supposed to recognize... Actually, she does seem familiar, the one with the brown hat. I'm just forgetting where from, though. Each one and Fufu.
Yeah.
Anby and Nicole.
Who? And I'm not sure we recognize them at all. I don't recognize them, but they look. These stand out quite a bit.
Maybe I might need to look it up, but they do seem familiar somewhat. We've seen a few characters with a coat like that.
Yeah, they were not like coats. They were basically just wool shirts. Could it be a artist insertion?
Maybe. Okay, the aquarium. I do like that with these, we get to see some of the things that some of our friends have been up to, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Victoria housekeeping couple over there. Orchidea was apparently here as well as Sweetie.
And a certain restaurant owner.
Yeah, that's Sweetie. Also just lower left, next to the shark room.
Oh, I see the cat now. What the heck?
And yeah, Zujian and Yinkwingy. Okay.
Wait, I see someone will recognize that. What's going on? Why is he looking sad?
Who specifically do you mean?
Do you see the bubble with a broken heart in the corner?
Vivian.
Okay, I guess we see soon what the heck is going on.
Yep.
Oh, you see, she wanted to ride with Faith, and
Of course, and Lido doesn't seem interested in the absolute slightest. He probably feels like a kid on a freaking bicycle with training wheels, being on one of those things, the mopeds or scooter.
Yeah.
And of course, the combined menace of Grace and Piper in the background.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I do hope we get to see more cross-faction interactions and such, and not just one faction meeting another or such, but just like one person from 3 or 4 getting involved with some shenanigans and such.
Yeah.
Gluttonous Journey, watch out, don't get lost on the map of your taste buds. Yeah, Yuzuha and Anby. Okay. And Kama being very interested.
I don't think we ever see Yusuha with that face.
Well, Ambi is the Burger Maestro. Also, she might want to keep an eye on her own ice cream with Kama looking like that.
It looks like you want to drool on the ice cream while looking at the burger? Oh, the ice cream?
The ice cream. I think right after this he probably stole it and ran off. Okay, but I know in the previous events with this, they had some really funny ones. Not there with that one. Snap is over there. And yeah, Astra in that, not really swimsuit, but outfits. Okay, and then it's just matching areas to areas. Not there. Nothing there. Okay, and two that need to be in very specific spots. Or obvious spots.
Wait, she's talking about peaches? Okay. I feel like we need context. When you use that symbol, it usually means one thing or another.
Okay, that is the more modern context to it. But I think she probably wants peach snacks or something, just looking at the stall they're next to.
I gonna hope that's what they are referring to, for otherwise...
And Evelyn is looking especially happy, just being on a totally not date with her totally not girlfriends. Okay. And yeah, this is the guy from Phalum Heights new shops and such. Or yeah, he works at I'm blanking on the name of it. Where Sweetie works. Yeah, just... with some of these, they did some sort of trick in them where you can just do it like that. It's freaking cat with the dishes.
Oh dear.
And lastly, my animal friends, companionship feels like soft, fluffy fur. Okay. Just Howl and I'm blanking on the other dog's name for the moment. It's the Swibian Temple dog.
Yeah, I forgot the name too.
Okay.
It was a short name though.
True, and of course they're dreaming of bones. Okay, and of course, can't have an animal-themed set without these two, huh? I'm curious how these two would actually react to each other.
Yeah, this is a very comical sight to see.
Yeah, the cat and the rats.
Yeah, just
And, well...
look at. Yeah, look at the ones in the background, and yeah, usually the cat is way bigger than the rat. Would there be have
the inverse?
Yeah, and look. Yeah, having a hard time to reading their faces, but then Nakamoto seems rather probably feeling
Annoyed.
rather small and nervous around her. No.
Well, they're both kind of tricksters, so yeah, I would really like to know how these two would react to each other. And of course, finishing it off with our favorite kitty. Yeah, I will fully admit that I wasn't too sure on Fufu at first, but yeah, next time they're up for next time that they're up on the draw again, I'm definitely going to see if I can get lucky. Okay.
So far, the characters have been really nice and well fun and all. So I do recommend still to try to get as many as possible.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, again, don't break the wallet.
Yeah, roaring tiger in front of the roaring fan. And I just realized if we'd kept the game open in the background, we could have done a 10 pull after this. Oh well. I guess next time we stream the game then. Congrats! I knew you could beat all the photo restoration challenges. Phew! I can finally give away that guidebook with my autograph. Okay. I knew I'd find you here. My guidebook is pretty awesome, isn't it? Speaking of which, I really need to thank you for helping wrap up the tourism promotion event so perfectly. For some reason, ever since you started taking on the photo restoration challenge, more and more citizens have been joining in. Could this be what they call the bandwagon effect? Still, you're the fastest one out of everyone. Next time we hold an event like this, you've definitely got to come and join us.
Oh dear.
And yeah, that's the end of that event. And with that, it'll also be, well, the end of this stream, as it just smash cuts to the closing of it.
Yeah, and look at
the
the
other
time,
one
Captain.
didn't start to the front. 13:34.
Yeah, you guessed well with how long this could take today.
Yep. Okay, I have one more prepared, but that one is for after the next chapter. So, yeah, and as for what I was going to say earlier, I guess to make up for us not doing 10 polls at the end, we can just do 3 of those after the next time we stream this on hopefully Wednesday.
Yeah. And is it a pull on the main account or?
Main.
All right, okay, that sounds damn good. For that means we have a chance to get something good.
Yeah, or new
A
characters.
chance.
Okay. But yeah, for now though, before we end the stream, let's go look for someone to raid. Yeah, we won't be having an extra stream tonight because, well, we're going to be watching stuff hopefully with friends. Let's see. There's not too many people online at the moment. We've got Profound Madness, who is playing Ghost of Yotai, and WBPO playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. I have since gotten my hands on a Switch 2, so I should go check if the games that had some difficulty on the Switch 1, if they'll actually run better on that, like Pokemon Scarlet Violet and, well, Legends Arceus. Well, yeah, once we're done with Mass Effect 2 and we go to stream Super Mario Galaxy 2, we'll be using the Switch 2 for that. So a lot of 2s in that case, huh?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
dear.
But yeah, any of those sound of interest, or shall I take a look for anyone interesting among the recommended stuff here?
Your choice, as usual.
Let's see. There's someone playing Rune Factory. Which one specifically? There's the Guardians of Azuma, and their stream title is just Today's Plan, Fuck God. Okay, there's Shale Lee. Okay, let's give them a look. Okay, I've heard of a good amount of Rune Factory games, but I don't think I actually ever played one of them. I guess we'll have to take a look at.
I have one of the games for PS3.
Okay.
It was kind of fun. I didn't finish it, but still a fun game. Interesting.
Okay, I might take a look at it sometime then. For now, though, /raid and paste. But of course, before we get the raid started, thank you everyone who may be watching live or later. Chatty doesn't really say anyone was lurking. Well, so yeah, thank you as always, Drick here.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching here on Twitch or on YouTube.
And yeah, we'll continue with Zenless Zone Zero on Wednesday, hopefully. Tomorrow, we'll see who is available, so it could be more Borderlands, could be Spiritfarer, Robocop Unfinished Business, or maybe something completely different, or just a rest day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday, we continue with Mass Effect 2, and next weekend, of course, we have, well, we're done with Freedom Force 1, so it'll be on to Freedom Force 2 versus the Third Reich. 1, 2, 3.
Oh dear.
Okay, but before then, of course, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all again for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well, and watch out for undead seagulls.
And made-up ghost stories.